I don't know if I've just documented this yet, but God had to set this up 18 months in advance for me to catch this disease, like to identify it without symptoms. So the reason that I found out that I had leukemia was because I was trying to donate plasma. And I was donating plasma because we were very broke. My contract at Micron had been terminated, and they just, it was a 6-month contract, and they ended it after 5 months. Nobody's fault, just budget issues. So contractor's the first to go. But I was working at Big Box and also trying to resell stuff, and also Taylor saw that, you can make $725 in 6 weeks by donating plasma, and that was the promo. So she did it, and then I started doing it, but they kept turning me away because my hematocrit was too low. I didn't have enough solids in my blood, not enough red blood cells. So I could fool it and get by if I was a little dehydrated and went in thirsty, and then when I got there, I'd drink lots of fluids so that I could handle the plasma loss okay. But yeah, at that point I realized I'm probably anemic. I need to get a checkup. Doctor's gonna prescribe some leafy greens or something. Well, that's when the blood work came back wonky, and it turned out that I didn't have time. The checkup was on Monday. Results came back Tuesday, and I saw a high number. On Wednesday, they called me and said, schedule an appointment for Friday with the hematologist. We need to go over this in more detail. And then Wednesday afternoon, they called back and said, actually, cancel that appointment and check into the emergency room. We need to get a bone marrow biopsy immediately. So I checked in. Thursday morning, I got the bone marrow biopsy. And Friday, they sent me home. We celebrated Charlotte's 10th birthday. It was a blast. A magical weekend. Just a great weekend. Exactly what we needed. Monday, the diagnosis came back. Leukemia. Acute myeloid leukemia. Not exactly sure which branch of it was, but that was the family of disease. And we did not have time to dilly-dally. I had to pack up and check into the hospital on Tuesday morning. On Wednesday, I began chemotherapy. And I'm now on day 10 since chemotherapy began. It has been a whirlwind, guys. But here's the thing that boggled everyone. I showed no symptoms, at least none that I could identify without hindsight. And that just doesn't happen. The timelines on AML are short. You go from no symptoms to dead in like 2 months. The fact that we caught it while it was detectable, but before it produced symptoms, was astonishing. And that setup took 18 months to build, because 18 months ago was when I was working at one of my favorite jobs ever at onsemi, and I lost it to a layoff. I then spent an